I watched a video yesterday of a assault on a bus. I'm not sure if it was Florida. I think it was Florida. I believe it's Florida. I'll try to find it. I think I saved it in one of my other profiles that I'm currently banned on from communicating with anybody. Anyway, I just saw that video with the black chick beating the hell out of that kid. And it gave me a fucking heart attack almost. I started like this. I started, see, clear. I was going, see, I'm seizing because I'm getting an adrenal kick right in my ass as soon as I see it. I just want to say it's got nothing to do with anybody personally, and it can't. I refuse to be involved with a community out here. The climate is very ugly to me. I think very poorly of the quality of the general population around me because they're out of shape, they're threatening, they're unintelligible. I can't understand a word they're fucking saying half the time. And when I do understand what they're saying, it's got something to do with being negative and dirty. What I mean by that is, for example, they block you at doctors' windows, the blacks. They refuse to be civil to you. They are openly, defiantly rebellion against anybody not in their fucking gang affiliation or nomenclature. In Florida, since I've been down here, I haven't seen anything right. I've seen a few at the dinners I've sat down and tried to eat with somebody, whether it's a rescue mission or otherwise, but veteran service concerns or whatever. But generally speaking, this is a third world. And what I want to say is, and sorry if you think I'm a racist, I'm not. You guys opened your fucking mouths one time too many around me, and I can't fucking lose my instinct to know what you've been doing for more than 10 years in the goddamn communities out here. Plus what I've been through, my personal experience being jumped by high school kids recent years from the 90s on. They were starting to shoot in my hometown. All of a sudden they're shooting my grandmother's car where we would normally have the ability to walk around and function. Basically and then beat my kid up and things. So the story is, I'm not ashamed of it. I'm just unable to fucking accept instinctively. Now, what I wanted to say as time went by, a cumulative effect of threat and harassment by the black people in the United States of America as a global population sample, movement confirmed for Muslims and fucking Africans now to hate white people and come after us, gloves off. There's no regulation to these people. What I wanted to start saying before I lost my track was, I went to Walmart days ago, not around, I drove around and I had, for something, get some air kind of thing. And I got to a Walmart that I don't normally go in. And I walked purposely into an entrance door, not an exit door, with my sunglasses on, which means that I was quietly and trying to keep my heart rate and everything together and everything. And a goddamn black woman with her fucking cell phone came right out of my fucking crawl. She saw me and decided to barrel through me. She was younger and she was smiling and she looked at me in the eyes while she fucking brushed past me. What I want to state for the record, and this is emphatical and for testimony, is that I have a broken neck and I have a lot of concerns on me. And I walked up to the greeter who was in his early 70s, he's a 70-something-year-old apparent retiree standing there as the Walmart greeter. And I said, geez, I was polite to him. I said, I don't want to get the heart attack, but these people are so inconsiderate. I said, did you see that? All right, that's one incident. Now, what I'm going to say is then I went to a Publix store yesterday to go fill my water bottles out of their water machine for purified water at 30 cents a gallon. And there was the same kind of group of fucking black asshole kids sitting on the disabled powered shopping carts that are charged for the customers who are disabled, whether they have heart problems or whatever. And these fucking kids are just sitting there having like they're in the merry-go-round, pretending they're invisible, having a fucking date after school in the front of a fucking grocery store hallway. They were allowed to do it, right? While I'm getting the water. And they were antagonizing. to the people who are walking in at the entrance of a fucking public access entrance to a grocery store while they're sitting and taking turns moving each other around. These are kids like 16 years old, 17 years old. Black. Southern. Florida. And what I want to say is I can't stand it. So I ended up walking away before I did any shopping with I think I brought 4 bottles with me to fill. Something to the effect. And I fucking drove away and then made the call to the store to call to the customer service. The guy's name was Henry. It's on my phone log for the public's customer service as an employee. And I had to educate him that I'm not from Florida and that the people in the vestibule here, they shouldn't be allowed to intimidate the customers as they're walking in the store, let alone trying to get services out of the store's water bottle machine. I said, these kids, I would have approached them normally, but they already appeared to be delinquent, and I considered it a threat. As soon as I was looking at them, they were trying to intimidate me out of the area before I walked away. Plus anybody else. They were having an invisible life. They think they're... What I want to say is that the Negro American people are psychotic, and they come from mausoleum life. They used to be the people who used to walk around unwanted and unchecked, okay, but they never matured. And down here in the South, they're feral. And I don't care if you put new clothes on them or what, call them a Baptist or what. They're tribal, and they're goddamn looking at us like we're fucking problems to them. Like they're invisible. And they're willing to threaten us on camera and off camera. They have no fear of God or anybody else as they try to manipulate their communities at large. So this is a risk assessment that this stuff is going on daily, and escalating. They walk up to you in the parking lots and they expect you to get out of your car and start talking to them while they're asking you for money. Right up to your fucking 3-foot close proximity as a risk assessment for security risk. You know, they have no shame. And whether they're being innocent about it or not, you don't know who the hell you're dealing with. And that's the truth. You don't know what the hell they expect down here. And they drive with their cell phones in their hands like they got no fucking problem clipping you while you're fucking driving. And they're going 60 miles an hour in a 40. They don't give a fuck. They clip you on purpose. They get out of their driving parking spaces and everything, and they're fucking evil. And I'm going to tell you, I'm not a prejudiced man yet, but the goddamn black people in the fucking state of Florida, let alone the United States, they got a fucking thing coming to them. They can't fucking be telling me this is the goddamn public learning curve. We're going to adhere to this goddamn shit. It's insanity. And they're threatening. I'm being as brotherly as I can and neighborly as I can with any eyes that meet my eyes when I'm walking around at the public. But the fact is, this is a fucking red alert. These motherfuckers are willing to fucking hurt somebody. They don't care if they think they can get away with it. They will. And that's why I was afraid for my son, who warned me emphatically that he was being approached since I've come to Florida with the guy with the blue car. They know who I am. They know what I'm doing. And they know him too, and he's scared shitless as he had a gun pointed to him recently for one of his goofy bastard drug fucking moves that he's hanging around with these cocksuckers as a drug fucking kid and affiliated to him. Whether he's in it or not anymore, he's already known to them on the wrong side of the law. And I brought that in, and this is why I'm stating. We had a fucking incident yesterday where I keep calling the police and they're not responding. And the goddamn shit's escalating around my corners now to other apartment buildings with open, broad daylight gang affiliation activity where the garbage is all over the fucking road in a neighborhood watch area. And these cocksuckers are putting signs and fucking property out, unattended scooters, motor scooters, everything else, by the sign of an apartment building near me with their fucking clothes hanging off the sign. I know what these things are. And I see these fucking kids with their cars. They're driving around with broken windshields, no windshield wipers, everything else. I call it in, and the goddamn police attempt to fucking write my fucking call where I say something I didn't say or don't investigate it properly, which has escalated over the last 5 months now. They know who I am. I've been physically assaulted out here on my Dignan Street address that I left, that gave away the fucking house I had because of these fucking assholes. Lackawanna, Florida. Jacksonville, Florida. Lackawanna is the informal term for the fucking second most violent, crime-ridden place where the helicopters go over the tree line regularly with the fucking spotlights on the fucking individual. That's where they put me, this veteran company from Gainesville that fucking made me homeless, that fucking hang up on you because they can't hold the phone for more than 2 minutes. Talk to people official capacity for the fucking veteran administration down there in Gainesville because they're fucking black. All right? These fucking people don't mind putting your fucking power out. They don't mind not processing your grants. They don't mind making you suffer. They're fucking mud people.